Kamehameha! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another review of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Chapter 22. And this was basically just a battle chapter. So apparently, Natsu can just fire off Kamehameha waves whenever he wants now, and how that he has this power up, or maybe he could do it whenever he wants. It was basically something from Dragon Ball Z. That being said, I'm pretty sure it was a new move, and I think it was called the Fire King Dragons, or the Fire Dragon King's Gleaming Flare, or something like that. And it was pretty cool. I really liked it. And honestly, it was really nice kind of attack to go after the Water God Dragon, who they're still dealing with at this point. And he has to fire off this giant beam because the Water God Dragon is about to unleash a roar, which is really weird for the Water God Dragon because it like swells up his neck as opposed to just like how, I don't know, how the Dragon Slayers do it, and even how like the other dragons do it, where it's just kind of like, oh, they inhale and then that's it. This like almost like it's something swelling up from underneath, and then he unleashes a laser beam, roar, or whatever, and Natsu hits him with a Kamehameha wave. It's a pretty cool fight scene, honestly, now that Natsu's all powered up and can kind of go toe-to-toe with the Water God Dragon. And while this is all going on, I feel really bad for Caramel, because she's just like, she knows that he needs to get taken down because he's out of control, but at the same time, she feels so many feelings towards Mercuphobia, and she cares about him, so she doesn't want to see him get hurt in any way. But again, she knows that it needs to happen, and this is just kind of a real rough ride for her. In the end, I'm pretty positive that the Water God Dragon Mercuphobia will stay alive. I don't know if I see him dying, or at the very least not to Natsu, and I'm sure that him and Caramel will at least have some kind of closure going on in the next, well, maybe not in the next couple of chapters, but I'm sure that they'll return to him and her, and he'll be healing up or whatever. So I really just want to see more of him. I really like Mercuphobia. So as I was saying, Natsu deflects the roar from Mercuphobia with his Kamehameha wave, but that's not going to be enough. He still needs to take Mercuphobia just down. And of course, it wouldn't be Fairy Tail without the power of friendship coming through. And he says, we defeated Acnologia as a group. We gotta do this as a group. Everybody come on, go after him. And so Gray and Urza kind of jump in. They go after, Natsu says his feet, but I'm pretty sure that's just a weird translation. They go after the bottom portion of him to kind of get him off his balance. I don't think he has feet. That it would be weird for a serpent to have feet, even if he is technically a dragon. I don't know. Maybe he does have feet when he's in this mode. I don't know. Either way, they kind of get him off his balance, and Natsu comes in with a demolition fist and just knocks him silly. His teeth are breaking. He is just really messed up. I cannot see him just walking away from this battle. It's crazy. It's a really good battle overall over the span of like the last like 3 or 4 chapters. It's been pretty good, honestly. If Fairy Tail does one thing well, it's some of the battle scenes are really good. Especially like when they're just really in their own element. So they defeat the Water God Dragon, but Natsu kind of has some issues. So he ate all of Ignia's flames from the last couple of chapters, and that gave him this giant boost of power. He's got like weird black markings all over him, and he's already entered into the Dragon Force mode, and that's cool, but he's got no control over it. He doesn't quite understand. He's not conscious of how powerful he really is at this point, and that seems to be kind of affecting him mentally. So Mercuphobia goes down, but Natsu just keeps wanting to like destroy him physically, like not just like knock him down and like defeat him. He says the body is still here. We need to incinerate this entire thing, and everybody else is shocked. This is kind of like a very 180 compared to what Natsu was saying a couple of chapters ago even, where it was just like, hey, we're chill with the Water God Dragon now. We don't want to defeat him. We don't want to kill him necessarily, so we're just gonna have to like take him down. But now Natsu's kind of out of control here. It seems like Lucy's fear from the last chapter has kind of come to fruition here. So he's about to just torch the Water God Dragon. and everybody else is surprised, but Lucy comes in for a big hug from behind and stops him, kind of brings him back to his senses, as, well, characters in Fairy Tail usually do. So he calms down, and he actually seems pretty surprised about everything. I get the feeling that, like, at least in the later half of the fight, maybe even after he gave a speech about how he needed friends to defeat Mercuphobia. So somewhere between then and them actually knocking him down onto the ground, destroying the entire city, mind you. Not that it was really in great shape before, but even more so now. But anyways, between his speech about friendship and the very end, he must have just kind of gone. He was really not in his right mind by the end of the fight, and it shows. So this kind of brings in some questions for me, going forward. So obviously, the Ignia flames necessarily are not part of him going forward. They right from the get-go, Ignia said, hey, this is only a temporary thing. You eat my flames, you burn it off, and then you're going back to normal, get stronger on your own. But I get the feeling that this will kind of have a little bit of a imprint on Natsu. And he's tasted the power, not only has tasted it, but has now realized that maybe he's not completely ready for it. And at the very least, as far as God Dragon flames go, they're really different from regular flames, even just regular dragon flames. So I wonder if going forward, this kind of mentally messes up Natsu and kind of makes him maybe not afraid of using more advanced techniques or more powerful things, but maybe it carries with him and he's a bit more hesitant about going up against the dragons and using these more like the Dragon King's stuff and like really going powerful. I wonder if at some point he kind of activates the God Dragon mode again. And maybe Ignia is surprised about that, especially since it's supposed to be a temporary thing. And Natsu's special. He's got his plot armor and plot abilities. So maybe he'll eventually tap into some deeper power of Dragon Slayer. Especially since his Dragon Force is really kind of different from many of the other Dragon Forces or power-ups for the other Dragon Slayers. His actually shows like full-on scales on his skin, with or without Ignia's flames. So he's kind of got a different situation going for him. And I wonder if that'll really show a little further on once he starts getting more and more power in this kind of power creep situation, where he needs to get more jacked and powerful. I've said power a lot here. Either way, I could see this messing him up a little bit, and maybe Lucy being a little bit afraid of him using more powerful attacks. We shall see. Overall, I thought this chapter was pretty good. It was a nice ending to the fight. Now we just kind of have the falling action, maybe some Mercuphobia turning back into a human form, Caramel, however her name is pronounced, rushing to his side, and them just kind of figuring out what they need to do. I could also see us jumping to other parts of the world, Magnolia, or the other guilds, showing what the kind of peripheral parts of the cast are doing. I enjoyed this segment of the arc. I think it's doing really well overall. Some nitpicks here with certain characters, and the jury's still out on certain aspects of it. But overall, I'm enjoying this. I like the God Dragons. I like that there's some kind of Dragon Slayer, what are we on? 5th or 6th generation Dragon Slayers. I'm enjoying overall how this is going, and I'm interested to see more of this. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of this chapter? What did you think of the last couple of chapters as far as the run up to this chapter and the end of the fight? Let me know down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Lets me know that you did enjoy this video. And if you did enjoy this video, you can always subscribe too, so that you can get more notifications about when I upload more videos. Well, that's all I really got to say about this chapter. It was kind of a quick one. Just battle. Pretty cool panels as far as attacks go with the Water God Dragon and Natsu. I enjoyed this chapter overall. Yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.